had to take time out. I had to sort of to help people with a very simple solution they could have figured out themselves. But anyway, what I'm doing with Oliver is simply is I gotta get to research a recipe because that's what mission I know Sarah's on. No, when I do that Colony World stuff, I probably won't do that again on the broadcast simply as I know it does take a while. Part of this boarding. I mean, boring. Not boarding. Yeah, boarding. I'm boarding celebration. Now, it won't be, even though I know where it's at here, I'm now going for it. I really wish they just don't take so long. Oh, there is one thing though. There is here, so maybe we'll go do research and development. Let's take a little bit, but there's something cool down here. At least I'll go to I know where both of them are at by now. Simply this is a nice tribute. I hope it's still here. Alright, this is really this time there's a nice little tribute down here. At least there should be. And I can't see it from a distance. It's weird. There's one. There's been one down here. Unless they removed it, which I don't know why they would have removed it. That's what's from. I'm cut off. If it ain't here, that's gonna be sucks. That's why I came to do these. Simply one's over here, and I can hardly tell it's looks like geranium ore, which is easy to come by. So again, why I'm not worried about this with him really is simply why. I mean, he's not like he's gonna be going too long into my this game, so it'll be weird. I don't really need it. I don't. That's just so weird. I don't see it. Did they remove it? I don't know why they would have removed it. That's what's from. I'm not gonna get more of that crap. Oh, I seen it. It's in front of that thing behind him. I wasn't seeing it at first. It was what it was from, and of course, it's the tribute to Mr. Spock, Leonard Nimoy. The late great Leonard Nimoy, and simply what we'll do now is go to proper responses. I'm looking forward. Was there somewhere? I think it's prosper, peace, and long life. Which, of course, is the Vulcan. That's the return for that sane Mr. Spock. And there is a thing on ESD2 I should showcase if people don't know. I know where it's at on Kronos as well. I'm not sure there's one on Romulus or New Romulus or not. Not Romulus. Of course, there are none of them. I don't think it's on the. What do you call it? The flotilla. Don't think it is. You never know. Maybe I even do that. I might start doing. I could if I got rid of Cisco, because I'm going to be replacing Cisco with one of these. Could simply finish this mission and start work on my Romulan. But I do gotta go. Actually, Cisco won't have much because he's still at Murasaki. Once he's got my credits, I swear I should have more credits than what I'm being shown to have.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
Tell me about Pajem.
Pajem is a small world near Andoria. It is sacred to our people. There have been Vulcans on Pajem for centuries. In 2152, the ancient buildings that housed our monastery were destroyed by the Andorians.
And of course, if you play an Andorian or even, I think, Vulcan here, you get some they both have views on that. I know Andorians, it is a interesting conversation they have here. The Andorians, but they are also part of the Federation.
It was a failing in our logic that led to conflict with the Andorians. We have corrected our error. After the Federation was founded, a group of Andorians, Vulcans, and humans rebuilt the monastery as a symbol of peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Since then, a group of monks has lived there. They study the ideals of Sirach. Do you have any questions?
What business do you have at Pajem?
My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the abbot. He will not use subspace communications, so if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly. Do you have any questions?
Are you ready to leave?
This is ridiculous! Access to Pajem is strictly limited to preserve the sanctity of the monastery. No outsiders are permitted to land without the expressed permission of Savin, the leader of the Order of the Priest that maintains the planet. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty. But Savin has chosen this moment to illogically question my visiting the monastery. He is refusing to grant leave for me to meet with the abbot at Pajem.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
If I do not complete my journey to Pajem now, I will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridon is complete. And that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant your permission.
I fear I've spent too much time off-world. While I find it easy to deal with others, my own people can be stubborn. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than I have.
Let me speak to Savin then. And this, of course, another one that I believe has those same things. I think this might be the one that has it with Vulcan. I may make Felicity a Vulcan to show no something.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Soketh says you won't permit him to visit Pajem.
Soketh accuses me of abandoning logic, but he is the one refusing to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pajem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pajem, I feel more at peace than any place else in the galaxy. Pajem has been touched by outside influences in the past. The Federation is at war. Now more than any other time, we must protect this refuge. Do you seek knowledge? Many years ago, Pajem was used for political purposes.
Why did the Vulcans restrict access to
Technology used
Pajem?
to spy on the Andorians was hidden beneath the sacred sanctuary. It should never have happened. Buildings that had stood for 12 centuries were destroyed because we allowed politics and war in a place where there should only be logic and contemplative thought. When the monastery was rebuilt, we pledged to keep it safe from the cares of the galaxy. Only those who seek peace may enter.
And for those who never seen the Enterprise or they're watching the press, it simply refers to something you see out there. That's where Pajem was first introduced, was during the Enterprise, I believe it was.
Even
that's when that conflict, that particular
peace and contemplation.
Incident happened.
We are a spiritual people. Our rituals guide us throughout our lives. Vulcans who choose a life of study and isolation, as the monks at Pajem have done, help us maintain our connection. The monk's study of Sirach's words in the Kirshara give us all a greater understanding of who we are and who we should strive to be. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Tell me about Sirach.
Centuries ago, the Vulcans were creatures of emotion. We fought one another in a series of wars that devastated our planet. Our species was on the brink of annihilation. Sirach taught us to embrace peace and to put aside our emotions in favor of logic. Sirach ushered in a time of awakening on Vulcan. His writings, the Kirshara, shaped all that we are. Without Sirach, the Vulcans you know would not exist. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Don't you trust Ambassador Soketh?
I neither trust him nor distrust the Ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the Abbot, and has refused a mind meld with me. Normally I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Tell me more about what you've heard.
Sokoth has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. Tapella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study, and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. Tapella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
What if the abbot agrees to speak to Sokath via subspace?
The monks do not use any unnecessary technology. Even replicators are not permitted on Pajem. There is a communications array available to the monks for emergencies. Sokath's request does not qualify. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Sokath to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Sokath says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Of course. Continue. So, come back to Sokath.
Do you have any questions?
Now, there's two responses. There's that, which some people may do. I mean, go a little bit for me. I mean, this really stands out. I've spoken to Savick. Why doesn't he trust you? I could do that, of course, with Felicity, maybe. I want to do.
How should I know?
Same mission.
He is a small man with small concerns. Thankfully, he has listened to reason, and our journey won't be delayed any longer. I am ready to leave now. Is the shuttle prepared for departure?
Let's go. It simply is. I mean, I could stay there and wait for him to get done yapping, but you don't have to. You could actually go back to your ship. Now, I didn't want to do something on him before I got him here. I was simply just thinking about making his uniform and all of his officers' uniform, but didn't really need them. But his, at least, to make it green. Meant to do that, but forgot. Simply as I'm just trying to get through these missions. So, and I gotta get to Research and Rescue, because that is the one that Sarah's on. Then I'll be done with him, and he'll be changing to Felicity, and that'll be default toss. But before I do that, I may wait until I got my funds so I could get at least do the toss one. It simply is. I'm thinking about there is another starter pack, and I'm hoping I could get that. And that simply is gives you the Constitution in it, along with other things.
Meditate and prepare for my meeting with the abbot at Pajem.
Now, of course, it's the original.
If you have no objections, I will retire to my quarters. Please notify me when we have arrived at our destination. Once again, you have my gratitude for your assistance.
Continue. It simply is. Technically, this does not count as a purchase to ship I'm flying, because that was a PS Plus thing, which was free. It's free for I think it still is. It's PS Plus, and you get it for free. And that's, of course, this, which is the Steam Runner. And I will have a T5 version of this as well. That'd be with Sarah, of course, because she'll... And any tactical, and the reason I say tactical, because it is an escort. These are escorts, and why, yeah, I got it on him here. Simply, he is a tactical officer. So now I got a problem. Expect bloody problem I have on my ship. I gotta try to find Pajem. Without. There it is over there. So I need to turn that way. Simply as I don't want this to double X me. So no, as you know, my X button does double tap on its own. I think it's there. Got something with this. He's got a universal. It could be a plane anywhere, and it does build. It's got an infinity. These symbols, so it does build as you advance. Sir, I'm picking up an unusual energy reading in this system. We should scan this system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Agreed. Sensors on maximum. Klingon ship's decloaking, sir. Probably want to yap. Captain, we are being held by the Klingons. Spin them on screen now. Now the difference, of course, with Felicity would be I'd be actually going for the R&D material.
You have a foul shape changer aboard your ship. Turn the
There's a
creature
lot
over
of
to
them
us,
here.
or we will destroy you.
Shape changer? What do you mean?
That foul beast on your show better. We will hunt
Yeah,
them down
what the hell
until the last of those honorless dogs dies screaming.
You're
My
a
patience
moron.
is limited. Speak quickly.
Tell me about the Undine.
The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. Undine are telepathic and physically superior to humans. They see anyone from our dimension as an inferior life form, even Klingons. Soon they will know how wrong they are. Undine have the technology to be a real threat to anyone, even the Borg. But the worst of their weapons is their ability to take our forms. The Undine have inserted themselves into every major power in the quadrant and seek to control us through trickery and misdirection. You must be vigilant. My patience is limited. Speak quickly.
Why are the Undine here?
You tell me, Starfleet. It was your people who first encountered the Undine in the Delta Quadrant back when we knew them as Species 8472. Many among my people want to know just what you did to make them hate us so.
And that, of course, took place
My
on
patience is
Voyager.
limited. Speak quickly.
Do you have any proof of these accusations?
You doubt my word? Insult my honor?
Yes.
I have killed men for less. I have nothing to prove to the likes of you. Turn that so-called backwards.
Shields up, red alert. And there is one thing I like about this ship is it had 2 tactical consoles. So I got both my spread and high yield, which is very nice. I like that little factor because I do like my spread, but I don't mind having high yield as well. Simply is here, this is gonna be nice. Simply is now. By getting even closer, I'm gonna try to do this really quick. Before I launch that high, oh hell. I believe yes I do. I was trying to remember if I did or not. That was simply I had my I do have a turret on the rear. Oh, there's something I want. I do want that. Oh, no more of that stuff. No, I could either, but I could either sell that or keep it and try to sell it, because I don't need it. Sir, sensors are showing multiple Klingons' life signs on the surface. The monks may be in danger. I recommend that we send an away team down immediately. Alert the ambassador to meet the away team in at the transport room. Captain, the situation on the ground may be too dangerous for the ambassador to be on the surface. I recommend that he remains in his quarters until he is safe. Until it is safe. Continue. Yeah, sure. Okay. I pray you guys beam down with me. Yes, I've had that happen to me more than once, so they don't beam down with you. In fact, what had happened when I was in TOS once was simply bad, because I was on that Folian ship mission. I really could use a backup there. Luckily I had an engineer, so I did have a weapon. Extra. Captain, we need to secure the area, then make our way toward the monster, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm ready. Multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert. We need to find the monks. So I could easily keep playing with him, and then maybe tomorrow or something play with my other person. By Romulan. So now this is here. I will do this. I don't think there's another one in this area. Yeah, I know you're coming, dude, but I ain't worried about you. You're somebody else Klingon. A dead Klingon. That's for we something to kill. Screw stunning people. No prisoners. Now I know some people probably don't like full auto rifles, I don't know, but I do. That's simply what I've gotten used to using. That's what I use. I used to like miniguns, but to me they're a little bulky. They're too bulky. Slow you down. So that's why I prefer my full auto rifles. Don't get me wrong though, I don't. At least one person I've used dual pistols, which aren't too bad for pistols. If I'm using them, that's what I would use. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh man, I'm gonna need that later. Well, he don't. So if he could just kill it. Simply, I got something there. I do not want at all. Oh no, I don't. Oh man, if I left him here, what he would do is he would have them Klingon feast and some Ferengi snow snake and all that nice stuff. Because this, of course, is a turbo, and I don't know, I need this sucker. Yeah, I'm gonna move him to R&D bug. I don't want to shoot for all that stuff. No, thank you. I don't need them. Normally I would, but this count guy is not gonna be around long enough to need them. Or Klingon puke. Oh, yeah, talk to you. Please go to the monster entrance and say the abbot. And we'll go up there and kill the abbot. No, of course not. We're not gonna go kill him. Relax. I'm kidding. And simply, if I did play more, there is another thing back there, but I believe there's something over here I do want, which is, of course, this. Again, this planet and system is actually a really good place for R&D materials. There's just like 6 in space and about. Get how many? 4 on planet, so 10 total. Not bad. Remember, these are Klingons. Always be careful, of course. So if sir, we're receiving a note from Vulcan. Tapella says that she must speak to you immediately. I'll patch her through to your tricorder. To my tricorder. I'm a communicator. With my combat. Continue.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter.
Continue.
You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Captain, security teams have researched Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but Sir, unauthorized use of the transporters detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whomever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We'll find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Oh, you'll perish. So he is going to be right down there. Of course he is. I wasn't ready. A simple reason why I didn't stay crouched is, of course, he would do melee. He actually don't take very long to take him down.
Bothersome creatures! Why should I trouble myself
another
with
one
such
coming up. Actually, seems like it takes a lot. Takes a lot more damage. At least normally, I've seen at least one person rip through him pretty quickly. But I think that person had some pretty powerful upgrade to their technology.
There is a group of Starfleet officers behind me. One of them is the foul shapeshifter. I'm returning to the ship. Don't let them leave this planet alive.
No, don't wait. I want to sell.
Yes, sir.
Sell that stuff. The upgrade stuff would be if I got a ground one, which ground gear, because there is melee weapons. So I could put, but you don't get that through the thing I got with Sarah. Sarah's the only one, because that is a count. Not a count, that's one character only that has that feature. That could be last year they gave that away, something like that as well, through that. Again, you may notice this sometimes when you target with L2, it goes off like that. I don't know why it does it, but it does. It's really an inconvenience at times. One of those Mark 1 shields. Before I do the next part, I should do that because it simply is that. See who needs it. And the reason I say who needs it, I don't know why I don't, because I've got a thing Mark 2. I got a Mark 1. She's got a Mark 1. I think I'll give it to Brill, being she's a science officer. She might have as much health as the rest of us. Captain, it appears that the Undine has eluded us. However, I'm picking up residual traces of transport activity in the vicinity. I believe that the Undine may have beamed to a hidden ship in orbit. If he has a hidden ship, we'll find it. Recommend we return to the Green Arrow and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. Beam up. And luckily, we do get help on this mission now, and that's simply you get a Galaxy class in here now, and that's Geordi's ship. Captain, there is an Undine ship on the intercept course, and luckily, those torpedoes don't do as much damage as they used to do. Sir, the Green Arrow doesn't have the armaments to handle an Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until the reinforcements get here. Captain, we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance. Yeah, I agree, we might, and I know how to target them, actually. There's a way. There is a way to do it first. Come on, shoot one. You ain't gonna shoot one? Oh, right here. And that's how you do it. Simply, oh, I need a bank. Now, no, I have that, thing. When I'm saving that, obviously, it's simply right there. It is hard to target that. Boy, these things are doing damage this time. I don't even know I could do this. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I meant to do this. I'm looking up for Team Fortress. This should also work for my team. Boy, you're not fucking doing no. Sometimes this happens, you know. In fact, I don't know why this is happening. This guy is not really taking no damage. Usually by now we do rip through these. That's the only downside. Thankfully, these are dreadnought. It's a dreadnought class type of ship, or like a dreadnought. Dreadnought simply does take a lot of. Boy, usually we at least. There we go. Now we're starting. Now we're cooking. Now, of course, is that Galaxy class I was talking about. USS Challenger. Getting that Jordy ship. Opening Team Fortress is available. That's not. Damn. Don't even have my basic maneuver, so go take a while to get turned again. Now, never mind. I was about to say that was good, but that is not really. The Rosonian shield away, maybe, but the other thing, not really, because this is not. Thought that was a count. I was hoping it's some type of count. Download the data now, Captain. Incoming message. Incoming message from the USS Challenger, Captain Queen.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
Continue. And simply, if you remember this from before, I think it was, what's her name's captain that used to, the USS Kirk Phelan. So they used to respond there. Now it's, Geordie. We've recovered the final data transmissions from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of the organic material that was used to create the ship. We need to get all of this back to Starfleet Intelligence. They may be able to decrypt the message and tell us more. And simply, I will do at least one or two more missions, then I go probably in the broadcast as I'll be doing my money making again. I'll probably just keep them there, so I want to do some more of that later as well. So that's this mission.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create? Of
course, I get a photon torpedo launcher Mark II and a personal shield Mark II.
Congratulations.
Now, normally, you would used to get, of course, just had to pick up the next mission right away. And we must be level 5 now. So I got this. Don't have enough for that, and we got that, so that of course I could do. Bridge officer to training. I personally prefer photon grenade. I sometimes say photon torpedo, and I'm not meaning to. Be nice. Yeah, you're picking up a front of photon torpedo. So we got this. I know, but those sadly do limit my me. That's why I don't usually use them. They simply as they don't fire. It's big of spread. Yeah, it's probably the. Where I got. Oh, well, I guess I can look. 2750, 137.5 reduces disruptor damage to shields by 20%. This is. I don't have this good as a 5% absorption. 26. It's not as good. But it's good to sell. So I don't think I got anything else. Oh, not at least for the ship. I did get some news. Of course, I got a nice thing for my captain. Which means Sarva will be happy because Sarva gets... I'll get that to Sarva. No, I'm not being mean to, what's his name? He does have a shield after all. Coalesce or simply is. And these guys don't have as good firepower. That's what I wanted with them beforehand. So now I can go in here, and this simply is, since now it's Jordy that gives this, that's why I do. Eventually it will hail you on that anyway.
This mission briefing is classified. I've been working with Starfleet intelligence to crack the Undine coded message you found at Pajem. We think we have something. There are several references to the Paulson Nebula in the data. Starfleet needs you to survey the nebula and find out why the Undine have an interest in it. Be careful. I've been in that nebula before. The composition of the clouds may screen opponents from your sensors.
Just don't want to think it is. We have those bloody ass clouds or just on with the minds. Jeffrey Boycott. Oh, shouldn't even ask what that's about. Interesting name. I knew the only thing I thought was interesting because I thought it would be a problem. It simply was. Where I think on the computer, what I've seen is the shat and on when you're on the ground anyway. I don't know if it is in space, but on the ground, shat and the bottom stuff is in different positions. I actually got used to where it's at now, so I actually just ignore it. It's easier to ignore. Simple how it is. It's just easier to ignore. I don't do a lot of shit. You may notice that. Let's use that menu for shiny. So hopefully this, yes, it's rebuilt. In case I need it again. It was nice to have though. Making sure all my stuff's right. Paranormal, useless ghosts. Maybe useless ghosts were doing so much Jon Snow. Begin hide and seek. So like I said, I do like this little ship. It's not bad for a free ship, especially for a free ship. It's actually really nice for a free ship. And it was free. Well, the money for PS Plus, but it is free otherwise. Sir, we are receiving a stress signal from the USS Valor. They are under attack by Gorn and their shields are failing, Captain. They can't take much more. Signal the Valor that we are on our way. Sorry about this. Okay. Soda, maybe some here. They got them. You know where those Maxi Crust are? You know those chips I eat? Those spicy chips are on the bottom shelf. Because those are like only $1.40. That's something for lunch, of course. Oh, you haven't got a cat food. And like anyone's watching. So you get into a battle. Just seem not needing anything from the store. Which is nice. Then I could have won myself, but since he offered, try to stay on this side because that thing's gonna be blowing up here shortly. Oh. Huh? Alright, cat food if you haven't got it. Okay.
Unfortunately, we failed to adequately compensate for the power drain the nebula had on our engines. We retreated from the nebula to make repairs. That's when we stumbled upon an illegal Gorn mining operation.
Presumably, the Gorn didn't take that well.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, we'd be sucking vacuum. Our chief engineer says there's no way we can make it back to a starbase. In fact, Without new dilithium crystals, we're stuck.
Sounds like we arrived just in time.
There are crystals on some of the larger asteroids here. That's why we headed for this location in the first place. If you could gather some crystals for us, we can make it to safety. Send us a hail if you have any questions about the nebula. We would be happy to share our data.
We can't give you any dilithium without shutting down our engines, which is too risky. We'll collect some dilithium from the asteroids. And of course, if you had an engineering officer here, this actually goes really, really fast, because there simply is another one you could do. There's a different, that big chunk of rock back there is actually an asteroid used at the mine. But I believe, like I said, I believe you need a bloody ass engineer for that engineering class. Let's see, we got something by this place. Oh boy, one of these suckers. That's what I mean, these guys take a lot of pounding. Oh, I now want me to steer the shield. I hate when this does this. It's not like I can bloody beam that thing on. Thank you, game, thank you. Simply is, oh, here comes those mines, now getting blowing up. Okay, please be no more mines. One more load should be sufficient, sir. It simply is, like I said, that's a lot closer to the Valor. So this is, I think, that one over there. And there's a reason, because this goes right. Just like science officer, there's one mission, at least one mission, science officer. That's great on, and that's simply of course, science officer has that ability where they don't slow down in that area because they could use full impulse. And that's that. I forget what mission that is. I think it's the next one actually. I don't think it's this one. I think it's the next one. Or one coming up. Or the ship I told you about. Yeah, I'm going to be turning this. I don't want to really use my high yield because I can't remember if there's a battle in the next spot right away or not. Projectiles in motion, yippee! Now you remember our previous broadcast.
We're in your debt. This is enough dilithium to get our warp engines restarted. After we finish preliminary repairs, we'll set course for Starbase 157.
Okay. You'll remember I mentioned during Stranded in Space, sadly, science officers do not get their accolade during that mission. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it does not give you credit.
If you want to go into the pulse,
every other class, unless they fixed it.
I recommend you visit Lackey 3.
You don't.
The Gorn drove out the Federation miners there and took over
I know
a
that
lithium
Caitlin
processing
had to have
facility.
done it 'cause she had to be
It's
level
only
5
fair
to
that
do
you take some of our crystals back.
Wonderland. Thank you for the advice, Valor. Green Arrow out. Captain, we can set course for Lackey 3. At your command, warp to Lackey 3. Man, this ship is on fire. It needs a lot more repair work than you claim. Captain, the decalithium processing facility is dead ahead. The Gorn have numerous structures in the debris field, sir. We're also picking up several fighters and frigates. Situation analysis. They know they're in Federation territory and then they're trying to protect it. They're ill-gotten gain. I advise we approach with caution. Yeah, screw that crap. Let's go in guns blazing. No cowboy diplomacy. Of course, I know I gotta go. Lieutenant, we can't get a lock on the decalithium. Something's jamming our ability to lock and beam it up. Probably a nearby jamming station, detecting some suspicious tachyon emissions and signs of Klingon technology. This is more than a simple Gorn mining operation. We need to destroy that jamming station to get the decalithium. We may not be able to beam the decalithium up, but it won't stop us from beaming the spatial shards down. Repair spatial charges. Signal warning as we beam them to the station. The charges are prepared and we can beam them over as soon as we're in transporter range. A general warning broadcast will signal just before we start into transport. I guess just to warn them we're coming. No, I had no way we do it, of course. If you do this right, you may not even have to worry about that bloody cruiser. That simply is. You can do that. And of course, I probably will though, because I'm seeing I'm getting a little cool. Something this. Oh, that was all those. I knew it. I don't want to use my high yield yet because I know I got something coming up. I know there's that R&D back there. And again, when I do this for other people, I would. Now, if I got, there's another thing I could do with the same money I could use to buy the bloody starter pack. That simply would be I could do it to buy get extra character slots as well if I needed one. But I don't really need that. I seen something, I don't see it now. That's for where it must have been mine. So it could have been. Of course. Oh, there was. That simply is using high yield on these pathetic little ships would be an outrage. No, it would just be simply overkill. The decalithium crystals are doing the trick, sir. Engine efficiency has increased by 4.7%, and we should be able to boost the impulse drive enough to deal with the effects of the nebula. Coordinates from the Valor are locked in, and we are ready to go into warp pad on your orders, sir. Warp to Pulsar Nebula. Captain, scanners show that the amount of metallic density of the region, nope, that's not the one Metron gas, is much higher than would be expected for nebula of this class. There's definitely something big here, and it might be hidden on another high-density object. We should scan all high-density objects in the vicinity. Okay, even though I know this ain't it, I'll do that. It's sad there's that one over there. There'll be a pain in the butt at that one. And that simply is how it is. The Klingons have a listing post here. They have means Klingon ships, possibly cloak. Yes, it does, don't it? Which, like, oh, I wonder, over there we can already see there's enemies. Like I said, and that thing, it's just like that one thing. It keeps popping up when you do this. You can't bloody do it before you deal with those suckers. I should go for at least one of those ships I flew tonight for butter. May not have to worry about it if I'm not far enough. Ah, got lucky. I was far enough. I got smart. I was far enough out and now to deal with it. Because usually that, I keep popping up during that part. So that's. I know, I'll try to read all that. Simply is. I know that remember this bloody one here. I may stop soon because this one, oh, I did not mean to start that. Simply as I want to get my weapon power up, but I believe this is the one with the bloody mines around it. If that's the case, I want to keep that in mind. I mean, not mine. Well, you know, if I don't get that out of the way, it might help up during this fight. I don't. Sorry about that. Minefield. What did I say? Damn. This man hoping I would have targeted him. Oh, hold up. We are. I want to get that, but I want to be ready to fight these damn mines. Because they can do, I don't know, they doing a lot of, you know, I might have did this right, if I can. Sir, we found some. This asteroid is surrounded by gravitational mines of Klingon manufacturing. What's one of these? There appears to be some kind of structure on the surface, and we're detecting several Klingon life signs within. Are we picking up any transmission from the Klingon outposts? Judging by the high-frequency transmissions, I'd wager that the structure is some sort of listening station. I recommend we carefully punch a hole in that mine flow and send an away team to the surface to continue. Of course, I can't just... Hell with that, I'll just beam down from here. Don't even deal with those bloody mines. Do it from far enough out. Boy, don't have to worry about the mines. That was awesome. Klingons, we're going to have to fight our way to the computer core. It's only Klingons. Oh, this is all this? Norm, you know what though, I could actually... I actually will. I could actually maybe put this in my bloody, if I could put this in my, bank. Someone could get it? Okay, there's a Klingon. There's a Klingon that needs to die. There are more Klingons that need to die. Die, Klingon! And of course, that door... Nope, it don't open on this one. I can't remember. I also got to remember which one has the loot. There's a special accolade on one for tactical only. Tactical officers only. There's that. But an accolade plus, and if I get this, I may put it out there for actually, I don't want to see particles from the drives. Keep that. Simply is. She wouldn't be able to get it otherwise, and she... I know most people will probably target the smaller people. I'm trying to take out these guys like that. There's war targets, that means there's got to be someone that actually, sending those suckers. Would you target the right person? I want to target that target down there. Sluggo Cola. That's a sluggiest. So, I don't think it's this one, actually. But you know, the only way I'm going to be able to tell for sure is to actually get this. So, I'll get this. What's sad, in the original cinema, this is actually some good R&D material to have. So, but like I said, there's nothing else. One of these has something back in here. You can't really see it, but it's there. Now, if I had engineer, what I do, you actually light the minefield. Just the one time I light the minefield, I simply set all my stuff up right in here before I come down here to do this. It simply is to give me an extra weapon in the spike command. We can upload these records to our computers for analysis, sir, but it will take some time. We'll need to defend the core until that download is complete. Begin transmission, of course. I'm going to set this fire upwards. I'm gonna be smart. I know there's gonna be another wave of except this, we'll stab them and watch them faces too. I'm trying to work. So I know I got one other grenade. Oh, I found it, dude. No. Whoa. Oh, because it's Centok, maybe? Come on, Klingons. Show your ugly faces. Slicing a hole for Klingons like butter. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm glad you don't have to do that part once. We downloaded the data, sir. I recommend that we get to Starfleet intelligence as soon as possible. Queen the Green Arrow, the away team is ready to beam up. The Green Arrow is picking up several Klingon ships inbound. If we leave now, we can be gone before they arrive. Nah. Not now. Let's fight them. Nah. Oh, I still got the inside one. Simply is, I ain't worried about rank and signet or nothing like that. This guy is not going to be around long enough to care about his rank. So I gotta turn this one in.
Well done.
And I'll go do one
Starfleet
more,
will
then
analyze the
just get
data from the
off.
listening post, and with luck, there will be something there that will help us in our fight against the Klingons.
And I got an Impost Engine Mark II.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Before I do that, of course, being I'm staying on, I'm go do this. I know it's gonna tell me about that training manual, so I don't bother. I'm not punning no bloody ass fire at will. I actually like William Riker. Why would I want to fire at him? Cannon rapid fire free, which is nice. What the bloody hell did I just get? I know I got something on. I got two things, because yes, believe it or not, I just say two because technically it is Miss Tavrell. Oh, there, Miss Tavrell still using a pistol. Yes, technically I didn't have to, but she is, because I could have 5 guns. Why?
We've decrypted some of the information you found at the Klingon listening post in the
I'll
Paulson
do this one because I'll
Starfleet
be
Intelligence
lunch.
believes there is at least one
So I
more
can
of
always
those
come
posts
back and
out
do my
there.
money thing later.
We have the location of a signal repeater which boosts the subspace transmissions from
After
these
all,
listening
it seems
posts.
like I got a month
Starfleet wants you to go
between
to the Bimari system.
the
Find the
start
signal
of this
repeater
and
use it to track down the coordinates of the other listening
to
posts.
get all my
When you have the location, transport a team down to the surface and take it out. We can provide you with spatial charges to get the job done.
my raffle tickets.
Good luck out there. The
So,
Klingons won't give this post up easily.
So get the energy dampening armor Mark II. I know there used to be a way you could check that ahead of time, what you will get and all. I rank up stuff. Simply is they don't. As far as I know, they don't do that anymore. Where you could do that. I used to do it somewhere. I've not been able to find it anymore. That, of course, should be the big one. Is this? I'll find out after this mission. I mean, that's maybe his last mission. Because this looks like it may be Research or Rescue. That's Research or Rescue. I won't need to do him after this. Because that's the one I'm trying to get to. The mission I'm on with Sarah. And so it is before I deleted them, of course. I would get all this stuff and sell all this stuff, except if this is the one that's got the bat luff you could get. If not, well, there's other ways to get bat luffs and stuff. And actually, if I do publicity the way I want to do her, actually, we give her a LERP because she is Vulcan. Sadly, I forgot about that during the Winter Wonderland to get those one. You could get melee weapons there too. It's just you could either get the Christmas ones or you could get the nanotech ones, which actually are infinity, which level up with you, and they're not maybe for Klingons, because Klingons get a really good battle up anyway. TOS need help with missions? No, I'm not doing TOS right now, of course. Go be doing TOS before long, but why would you need help on TOS? Is simple. TOS missions are simplistic. Really are. Toughest one, even the last time I did it, I held my own. And that was just simply that last one where you got all those Klingons sitting around about those Klingon ships, and I held my own for the whole time period against them. Sometimes it don't happen. Sometimes I'll usually blow up before the timer runs down. That's only my own. Wouldn't mind having this ship. I'll tell you. Not a bad little, tough little ship for a glass cannon, as they call them. So, sir, you will, of course, once you get high enough, you will see the T5 bearing on the same ship. Hopefully. Should say that, hopefully, depending on what mission strand she's on at that point. Because, you know, there are those mission strands where you could go a long time between where you're on the ground more than you're in space. Combat. Now, simply, I could have moved engine speed more there before I got over here. But why I don't simply is then I gotta remember to put it back to weapons when I get there. Sometimes I forget. This is Momari, of course. The next one of these I know is Briar Patch. That's the one that takes a while. But if you're not anything but science, you got full impulse for it, which is nice. Because that's one you really could use. This is tough. Now, you never know on this one. Sometimes you get some interesting playback until you find the right signal, and sometimes you get through this pretty fast. Now, believe there is... Captain, we are approaching the signal repair. If we can get close enough, we can eavesdrop on the transmissions and determine the point of origin. Starfleet has reported hostile ships in the air, so we should be cautious. Continue. Now, you will see ships to the left. If you have... that we're doing temporal agent, there's that thing that's right over there where those are at that you would have to deal with. Of course, I could do it for another reason as well. What the hell? There it is. As simply as there is that, if you're going for experience, every ship defeated, of course, is experience. So, anyway, this will be, I think, the last one for this broadcast. The last thing I do is simply I think it'll be Mr. Queen's. I think the next one is Research Rescue. I'm not sure though, but I think it is. And of course, the next one's down the way. Lieutenant, the Klingons are using a low-frequency subspace carrier wave to send their stolen transmissions. We'll need to listen for the spectrum to figure out what the Klingons have heard and where they're sending it. Okay. So I'm going to go all the way down on this. They need to. They need to, and that simply is. Don't know where this is going to be.
Klingons along the border of the sector.
First one.
Redeploying
Sure want the other way.
to pick up cloaked Klingon vessels.
Got all the little things. Okay, that's the one we're after. Trace signal. Now he could, but I could do that another time. That's valuable Starfleet deployment information, sir. This must be the signal that the Klingons are tapping. We need to trace the destination of that signal. And we'll find out it's going to that next one over there, so we should know, because what else would it be? They're tracing the signal now. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The Klingons bouncing the signal off another repeater. It's pretty obvious. I mean, you see the other repeater, or did see the other repeater. It's over there. It's just hard to see for this stuff. And sadly, some of this. I will, as I'm closing in, simply as I want. I can't remember if there's enemies that pop up here or not, honestly. I mean, I was thinking like 110 or 100. Yeah, I had a feeling. This might be the one that does that. I think I was mentioning, I think it is actually. They're too close to it, it'll keep popping up. There it is. That a filming. This bloody ass ship over here is just simply pissing. Actually, better not do that. I might need to. And of course, warp to bar mode. I piggybacked the carrier wave on the signal from the repair. Track the signal to the source server. There is a listening base located between the binary moons of Bamari 2. Course to the moons of Bamari 2. Lady and sir, we can warp on your command. Warp to Bamari 2. I'm glad to do this, automatically do this where you don't have to keep going from sector space to system space, doing this that way. Because it does save you a lot of load times and flight times. Sure, I'm detecting a Klingon transmitter disruption field around the listening post. The field is being maintained by 3 transport disruptors. We'll need to destroy them before we can transport down to the listening post. Okay. Aye aye. Aye aye. Yes, aye aye. Cinders. Hell with one good disrupt torpedo. Now mirror, the next one is got bodyguards. So. I can tell yes, I must be. Gotta tell this bird of prey is go give me some. Go give me. That's weird. No, I do not bite. I knew it. In there, we'll go find one bird of prey by itself. Oh. There's the first time for everything. Well, that's weird. You shouldn't find just one bird of prey. I can see there's enemies on the way to the next one as well. Or that is the next one. Titanga battle. There must be a cruiser. There's the other two. I just told you. I know my Klingon. They ever just send one of these but like bird of prey after you. No, I want that bird of prey over there first. Simply as I could destroy it faster. Soldier of the Empire. Why would I be a soldier of the Empire and kicking the Empire? But no, simply is I don't see the bloody must be that other one. Then of course there's a blade. I think there's another. There might be only the one thing we was only still one. Nope, it's just I thought this one had a money's up for that cruise around. Transporter functions are back online. Yeah, advantage of the scrambling field is down, sir. We can transfer the team into the listening post as soon as you are ready. Sure. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Sir, we have received authorization for Starfleet to destroy this facility as considered vital to our war effort to protect our transmissions from enemy reception. I recommend we plant spatial charges throughout the area. If we hit several parts of the structure at once, it should suffer a catastrophic failure. Make it so. I'm checking back here because I thought there was a. Maybe not. I thought there was something on this one. Of course, I said there's a spatial charge right here. I know there's one in that room I just passed. Of course. Now, no, this interior is pretty much like just like the last one, of course. Except we have one extra room. Oh. I guess we can get a charge of insubordination and just shut it. Transphaser bomb Mark II. Man, but it's got this. This is what I'm talking about. You recognize the locker as a storage container for Klingon weapons. Prior disruptor pistols and battlers. If you can bypass the lock, you might find something useful. The security lock is not easy to compromise, but you can physically remove some of the circuits and replace them in a different order. If you could get all the circuit voltage into an ascending sequence and may trip the lock, okay, bypass. And of course, it's really simple. I need to get this. Need to get then that, and that's unlock. You could do it a few ways. So I could examine again, which of course the combination to the logos, nice Spaceballs reference there. And of course we got a high density beam rifle disruptor and a Klingon battle to one. Now I gotta be careful because I do not want this to be hope this is not what I think it could be. Please don't be bound. Account bind on equip. So I do want to keep that. But I could. What's that? Basic beam weapons. I was hoping it was other. So I do have two people that she's got a decent, somewhat decent. So she's going to get that beam rifle. Now, of course, I did get that transphasic bomb as well, but I'd rather have that, as we know, I'd rather have that, thing. A bat left. Because a bat left, if you get ground gear thing, you can actually improve it. And there is, I think, a lurper and a sword you could get later on, but simply is early on. It's only made. She could maybe, I think she could have it too, in 21st century, which would give me an advantage at times. In some places, of course, those weapons are just better, melee weapons. Spatial charges are armed and ready, sir. We need to determine what kind of sensitive information this listed post has picked up. We'll need to blast our way into this into the computer core and upload their records, just like we did at the listening post in the Lackey system. Fortunately, our spatial charges should be able to blow through the security doors. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that makes sense what they do up here from the right. There's another one that don't simply is it's the same situation really, and they do something different. I think this is the one. Because they do look like they're doing the same thing on them. It simply is here, they'll move back from the right. But there's another one that looks like they're doing the same thing, and they just stand there right in front of them. If the door goes boom, but they're standing in front of it, which, when they blow up too, if that happens. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody bugger. No, I can't use my crouch because this is a sword master and he'll whip out a bloody ass. Shoot him in the back. That's it for War Nation if you don't want. No, there simply is two. Oh, who the hell shot me? Oh, someone shot me. You claim to have honor, yet you shot me in the back. You butt muncher. Oh, yeah. If I noticed in the last mission, girl, but you know what? You know what, Terrell? You're gonna be badass. You go don the dual pistols. I don't mind those. Actually, I like dual pistols. Kagan, of course, from KDF carries them. I don't mind him having dual pistols. Actually, I do like that effect. So simply is, if you don't know about it, there is. Hopefully, this is the station. Yep. See this container? You can't really see it unless you know about it. It is really hard to notice this here unless you've known about it. There is always a container. And again, normally, probably don't worry about money. Of course, most people don't worry about money, but you know what? Every little bit helps. It does add up. Keep that in mind. That's what I do. I believe it's one of these guys. There's one of these guys that's mean. I want to take out this officer. I think it's him. That officer is an Undine. Took him down fast. I used to remember that guy used to take a lot of damage to take that. That was an Undine infiltrator. They must be manipulating this whole situation to pit the Klingons and the Federation against each other and to get valuable intelligence into Klingon hands for the war. This makes it more critical than ever that we get this information back to Starfleet. We need to uplink the computer core to our ship's computer. Lieutenant, sensors are just picked up an Undine ship on the far side of the moon. They're being someone aboard and we are headed into the comet debris. Please return to the ship immediately. Beam up. Captain, the Klingons are finding the Undine ship. With their help, we can defeat it. Okay. You say so. Team Fortress. And my dog's just trying to say hello to everyone. My big pest now. Can't imagine what she can bark now. I hate these things. Can't you guys shoot like the Galaxy or the Challenger? So please. And where do you got one of these shows stuff that got some rapid those nice cannon volley moves. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do it. Oh, it's sad. I think I'm not going to have that on the bloody next ship. And it is my, of course, my, 2, tactical officer slots. Got it on this one, which is nice. I know that's really nice to have, though.
You have aided us in battle, and I respect your bravery. In honor of your actions against the Undine, we will not destroy you today. Next time, you will not be so fortunate.
Perhaps someday we'll fight on the same side again, Captain. Captain, I've set a course out of the system. I've transmitted the data we received to Starfleet as soon as we're clear of the area. Ready to leave on your command, sir. Depart system. Once I've finished this, I have to check. Let's see what the next mission is, what I think it is, before I put anything on the ship. If it is what I think it is, it won't be the ship because I'll be selling it all. But we have to check.
Nice work out there. You're making quite a name for yourself in Starfleet.
And even that will get sold. So I have to think it's go back to incoming hail, so find us out. It is. It's research and rescue. I thought so. Okay, I gotta go back to so ESD. It simply is. I'll be now. I'm at the same mission I am with on Sarah. So when I do this again, I will be playing with Sarah. She is at the same. Of course, she's not at the same level. She's actually a few levels higher. She did the Wonderland stuff, so she was getting promotions during that. And she is a tactical as well. She's on the next ship, of course, which is the second escort. So simply as anything that could be sold, sold. So every little bit helps. I am after money, of course. I believe that's supposed to be Trip, Yoshi, Archer, and T'Pol, or variants of them anyway. Of course, Trip and one version of Yoshi's got the. That looks like the Discovery uniform. One version there had, of course, her stuff she has, and Mirror Universe. So it's true. No money. I ain't worried about stuff that don't give me money. And I know for a fact. Oh crap! Before I delete them, I'm actually got to remember this. There's something I may do, and that simply is. There's two things I really want to keep off of him. It simply does help me for my someone that's not God. I mean, that's simply you don't get no money off that. I don't like these two, but sadly not enough to worry about. But that simply is do want to keep the bad left as well as
Starfleet has lost.
Don't need to go there and simply just need to put one thing in now and one thing in later. I'll probably actually put that turret in first because that's the more important. That's a good example of that. Now again, I got other ones that simply is, again, everything must go. Except for certain things. Oh, no. Briny snail snake, delicious. Not really. That is more. That is actually nice about it. So I want to keep it as well. And simply is I'll have to put it. There is this as well, but I don't know if this is really that big a deal. But I could keep that as well. And simply is he. I could utilize from other people to put that stuff on until I could get it all in the bank for the person I'm meeting for. Should do it when I think about it. So I don't really get rid of my turret because that got to exchange. I could do with this stuff too. Simply let this give me some edge when I'm on toss at the start. Some of the stuff I know is bound to characters, so I can't do that with. So it's any of this stuff like that. But it is only use keeping it. Bound to account, so no. The game has only two. Yeah, this don't take up. I admit, they don't put a lot of, like some games, a lot of, when they do updates, they don't take out a lot of more memory. Not like, sadly, GTA, whenever there's an update or stuff like that, does. So simply is, the first thing I'm putting in here is this. Because you know that stuff. Big fan. I can't do that now. That's simply so I don't forget to do it. Sometimes this goes way faster. Okay, so I think I'll do this. So I don't forget to do it. That's simply as an oil, I can put it on. That's simply as I know she's not going nowhere. Ew, crap. Well, he ain't going nowhere yet either. So I'm not going to do that. And simply this or not by a bank. I thought about it because I do got this one. I could could delete beforehand. So remember to do that. Okay, today. How is this today? Hello, game guys. 3 new ships: an Orion ship for the Klingons, a Tellarite ship for the Federation, and a Steelbond ship for the Romans are now available in the sea store use. Huh, that's nice. Okay, that will end the broadcast. Again, when I play again, I'll be playing with her. I will be using him, I mean, not him, but I will be taking him out and doing Felicity Smoke as my TOS era engineer. What I'm doing Felicity is that's the only show that I'm going to be represented, because I do have Supergirl I'll be doing for Romulans, and that's why I need 2 spots. So again, hope you have liked this broadcast. Remember to hit the like and subscription, as well as, of course, feel free to leave comments.